Welcome to today's Power Boost. My name is Sandhya Kanthan, and today I will be exploring the topic of knowing my inner compass. Let's take a minute to steady ourselves so we are ready to kind of listen for the next few minutes to come. Withdraw your attention from everything that's going on around you. Any sounds, sights, movements. Just focus. This is called preparing the self. So we're not distracted by things around us, but we can actually focus on what it is that we want to focus. Just follow your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Any thought that comes, don't fight with it. Just tell yourself, I'll come back to it. I'll take care of it. Let me have these 15 minutes for myself. Good afternoon. So we're exploring the topic of knowing my inner compass, and we won't do it in much detail, but we'll try and see what we can do to help ourselves quickly for the day-to-day. Let's start with a story, and this is a story I really love. There was once a farmer who had lost his watch, little clock, in the barn. It was something that held a lot of sentimental value for him because it was a family heirloom. And he searches inside out, turning everything inside out in the barn, looking for that little watch. And he can't find it. So there are a group of children playing outside, and he calls them and he says, you know what? Help me find this little clock that's mine. And I promise you that I will reward you well. So hearing this, all the children come into the barn, they turn everything inside out for the next 15 minutes and nothing happens. They can't find anything. So the children go away to play. And the farmer just about gives up. He says, all right, maybe I'm not going to find it today. At that time, a little boy walks up to him and he says, can you give me a chance? I will try and find your watch. So the farmer looks at him and thinks, really? There's a whole lot of children who couldn't find it and I couldn't find it. Is this boy going to be able to do it? He thinks, why not? Let me give him a chance. So he says, all right, go in. See if you can help. So the boy goes inside. Within 10 minutes of going inside the barn, the boy comes out with that little clock in his hand. The farmer is happy, but he's also surprised. And so he asks that boy, what did you do? All of us searched, all the children came in and searched, and we turned everything inside out. We couldn't find it. When all of us failed, how did you succeed? So the boy says, I didn't do anything. I just went into the barn and I sat on the ground and I listened. In the silence, I heard the clock ticking. Can you hear a clock ticking in my background? You can when I stop, right? And he says, wherever it is ticking, I just went in that direction and I found it. So my question to all of you, have you lost anything? Is there anything you are looking for? Yes, right? Many of us in our life, we've lost our peace, our joy. Many of us have lost that spirit, that energy, that enthusiasm to move forward in life. Remember when you were a child, how you looked forward to every day when you opened your eyes? We don't have that anymore, right? So, what exactly is happening? We don't know, right? So, it seems like we've lost something really, really precious, just like the farmer, something that's very precious to us. We need to find it. So, how do we find it? Many times in life, when you're not clear, when everything seems clouded and confusing, when there's no clarity, there is a need to stop. You're all aware of the stop sign on a crossroad, right? When a stop sign comes, what do? I was so amazed when I came into this country and I was taught that first when I was learning to drive. When you see a stop sign, you stop, look both ways, allow those who have come before you to pass, and then you go in your direction. And I love that because sometimes in life, that is what we need to do. Even for our own inner self, we need to stop for a moment. To stop doing things, stop talking, stop moving, stop being part of everything, and stop being so busy. Just sit down. And many times nowadays, when we say sit down, we mean sit down with the cell phone, and it's not. Just sit down quietly and hear yourself. You will find that you haven't found in a long time. You know, when my grandfather retired, there was a big hall in the front of our house, and he would just sit there after his morning routine. He didn't do anything. He wasn't really talking to anyone or doing it. He was just there. He would watch. To this day, when I think about it, I think that was the greatest security we had in our life because he always knew what was going on. He was observing. So we were never out of his eyesight. This is the same thing we need to do in our life. Sometimes we just need to sit silently. Many think sitting in silence is a waste of time, right? Oh, I can get so many things done in that time. Or sometimes when we get time, we start looking into our phones. We're looking at news, what's happening. So this art of just being quiet and observing seems like a lost art now. So I just wanted to tell you a little about this. You know, when you are tired in life, you've been working for a long time, long hours and all, you all look forward to a vacation, right? Especially now when the country is opening up and many countries are opening up. We look forward to go to a different place, somewhere where we can relax, somewhere different from where we are now, right? I want to tell you how important this is even for the inside. Many people think being silent is just sitting down now and watching. But when you just watch yourself, what do you see? You see exactly what you have recorded the most recently, which is probably today, or something that has been troubling you for some time, or something that you've been fighting off for a long time. When this happens, you can't be silent. So even in our inner world, we need to go on a vacation. You know how you plan to go on a vacation? You choose a place to go. In the same way, even when we want to go inside, we choose a space to go. And that could be a space of peace, a space of love, or a space of joy. And when we get there, we will find that they are the most beautiful vacation spaces in all of the universe. It doesn't matter where you are sitting, but if your inner space is a space of peace or love or joy, that's the greatest vacation in the world. How do I do it? Everything starts with a thought. Just like going on a vacation starts with a thought. We start by steering a thought in that direction. So if you want to go to a place of peace, you start by creating a thought of peace. What the thought does, it steers your inner world in the direction of your thought. And when you do that, you can get yourself to a space where you can experience that quality. So let's take a few moments now to see if we are able to get to a space of peace. And if you're able to do it, then next time you should try a different vacation. Go to a space of love. And then try a space which is a space of joy or anything else that you want to experience. So for a moment, relax yourself. Sit back, nice and straight, alert. Meditation is different from sleeping. But there's no need to think. Close the thinking part of your mind. Just have this one thought, leaving everything that has happened through the day. All other thoughts that come to my mind, let me set them aside on a table. And let me start this single thought. What is a place of peace? How does it feel? It definitely feels relaxed. So let me make sure my legs, my feet are relaxed. My torso, my stomach is relaxed. My neck and shoulder are relaxed. My face too. And I start with this single thought. I allow my mind to settle into a space of silence. In this moment, I put aside any unwanted thoughts. And I focus my attention on the peace within. I am peaceful. Peace is like stillness. There isn't anything moving on the surface. And I am able to look at myself deep, deep within. I am peaceful. I allow myself to make a fresh start and let go of everything from the past. I am peaceful. I release myself from any unhelpful beliefs. And I start with a fresh self-image. I am a being of peace. I am peaceful. I don't disturb anything. I don't let anything disturb me. I let everything flow, free of judgment. I am peaceful. I allow myself to grow, and I allow others to grow. I am peaceful. I let others be free, and I walk carefree into the future, into the rest of the day today. I am a being of peace. Every cell in my body emanates peace and rest. I allow every organ, every cell within the body to be filled with the energy of peace. Om Shanti.